Hello and welcome back to Square One Games. My name is Exonovit. I'm here to show you how to get another trophy from Uncharted 4. It's called Swordmaster. We have to perfectly parry Rafe in the sword fight without getting slashed or stabbed. Now this combat sequence happens at the very end of the game. You're inside of chapter 22 and there's going to be this section where you're talking to Rafe and he's going to pick up a sword, and that's where the trophy starts, right? That's where you have to be perfect in getting past his slashes and his stabs. Now some of you may be having an issue getting through the button prompts in this sequence. I'm going to try my best to explain to you what I did, but in theory, all you have to take away from this video is that you don't have to be perfect. Like, you don't have to perfectly time when you hit the button. All you have to do is hit the button in between the time he's swinging at you, right? So what I mean by that is you can basically alternate between the O and the triangle button as fast as you possibly can. And in between his swings, one of those, as long as you're hitting it fast enough, will count and you will block. Does that make sense? So you don't have to like wait for him to swing and then hit O, and wait for him to swing and hit triangle, and try to be perfectly timed. All you have to do is just keep hitting the O and the triangle button as fast as you possibly can, alternating, and in that way you're faster than his swings and you'll get credit, okay? It's very similar to some of the older games. You could do the same thing. And you just have to do that all the way through the fight. Now keep in mind that at certain times you're going to be given the square prompt, which you have to do in order to keep damaging Rafe, okay? So just make sure that however you are tapping the O and the triangle button fast, make sure that you also have like a free finger that you can hit that square button. Now what I did is I put the controller on my knee, okay? I'm right-handed. I put the controller on my right knee, and then I slightly tilted it a little bit so that the D-pad was kind of up and the button side of the controller was down. And then I took my pointer finger and I put it on the O button. And then I put my middle finger and I put it on the triangle button. And then I used my ring finger to hit the square button. That's kind of what I did, okay? And so I was just, you know, like I said, just tapping the O and the triangle button constantly, back and forth, alternating it. And then every time I saw the square button hit, I just moved my ring finger over, hit the square button, and then I took my pointer finger and kept hitting the square button repeatedly until those button prompts were done. And then I went right back to hitting O and square as fast as I possibly could. And that's a really good trick to get past being precise in this particular combat sequence. But keep in mind, if you want to be precise, you can get it that way too. But I just alternated between the O and the triangle button with my pointer finger and my middle finger, and I was able to get through it fairly quickly. Now another thing to keep in mind, and I am going to leave this in here too, because when I got to the second part of the fight where he's got me pinned down to the ground, he actually did cut me, and I said, dang it, I bet I'm gonna have to do all that over again. But I tried restarting my checkpoint, and that does work. So if you accidentally get slashed or something, you can restart your checkpoint and still get credit for the trophy. So I'm going to leave that in the video so that you can see it, and then obviously I'll show the trophy popping at the end. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. You guys be good.
Now that's the Nathan Drake I hear so much about. All right.
We're done here. I'm taking my brother and we're leaving. You want to stay and burn with the ship, you be my guest.
You got me. You know what, Nate? Underneath all the bravado, you're just a sad little boy with delusions of grandeur. Who, by the way, can't fence for shit. So long, Nathan Drake.
Nathan!
Don't know when to give up. That's good. Don't hand it to me. I had everything handed to me on a goddamn silver platter. Everything. I earned this. All of it.